Today is January. Today's January 4th. And it's Monday. Thank God I did not go back to work today. And tomorrow I have for the next 2 days I have 2 teacher work days. So I really won't see kids until Thursday. It is 3:45 and I'm so behind on my goals, guys. I made a new TPT product. The boyfriend, let me answer this. Sorry about that. Let me actually go ahead and put my phone on vibrate. I don't even know where I was, but I was saying, oh, it's late. It's like 3:48. I'm really behind on my goals. I haven't eaten all day. Oh, what I did was I made a new TPT product. And I made these New Year matholutions. So if you're trying to like set goals with your students, the math teacher and me thought it would be really cute to do the matholutions, so the students share what they learned or what they would like to learn this year, what they want to try, what they want to stop, and then set their overall math goal for the year. And then there's also a line version, and I have the same thing digital on Google Slides. So I made this not only for myself, but so that other teachers can have it for digital and virtual, digital and print, whatever. We have an emergency board meeting. I'll be sure to link that below in the description. I don't know what this will put. Scatterbrain. Sorry, I'm like so like, oh. Anyway, my district has an emergency board meeting today, and fingers like triple crossed or quadruple crossed that we go back virtual. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but that's what's safest for all stakeholders at this time. So I'm hoping that's the decision that they make. They haven't made that decision all year, so I'm not too hopeful, but I'm also hopeful. I don't know. But anyway, let me talk to you about my goal setting planner and then share the goals that I plan to create for today. This year, this is the first year I've ever done a goal planner. I have lots of other planners, and I told you guys that I had a budget planner. I think I may just share that with, show you what it looks like, but I don't think I'll go through that with you because this will be a long video. But when I was looking for a goal planner, they were all sold out or didn't exist, and so I figured I should make my own. I saw on Etsy that you can get these printable ones, and I was like, oh, that's so cheap. I got it for $4 and it had everything I needed. I could print it whatever size, but I wanted to print it in the size that it was created for, which is on A5 paper. So it looks like this. Let me just be very honest about making your own planner. One, you have to pay for the ink, and you have to pay for the fancy paper if you decide to do it this way, and a binder to hold it in. So this probably cost me more than all my other planners already. But then printing out all these pages is a pain in the rear. I don't know why I didn't think through this. The benefit is that you can customize it and add whatever pages you want, however many pages you want, and what order they go in. But each page of the zip file was an individual document, so every page was separate. So when I wanted to print things front and back, well, you can even see these are not front and back because I was still figuring things out. But I would have to print everything on the front first and then put this back in the printer and print it on the back, which if you are really patient, then that may not be that big a deal for you. But if you're printing about 100 pages, that's really time consuming, especially when not all the pages are the same. But I do have the planner. I actually need to go ahead and go downstairs because in our package lockers, my new budget planner is here, which again, I'm not gonna waste your time and go through that, but I'm really excited to have that because you'll see when I set my goals, I need to get my money together. But I'm also gonna put this in the special binder that it comes in, and then I'll go through all the pages with you guys to show you guys what it looks like if you're interested, and I'll link this as well. I know lots of links in this video, but I'll link this for you guys if you're interested in having a goal planner. And yeah, I also wanted to just share why I felt like I needed a goal planner. I feel like everyone makes goals, but I wanted it to be in a way that was systematic and mapped out, so I didn't have any excuses for not achieving my goals. So I wanted the planner that would help me not only with my annual goals, but my semi-annual goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, and even daily goals, and then there's like a tracker or a set plan, and you can track your progress and things like that. And I wanted something that would help motivate me, one, because I like to see things visually as I tick things off and like get closer to my goal, but two, just something to track that, and three, like I've said with all the other things that I've been writing down a lot, it's so nice to go back and be able to reflect. And if I do fail, I can see why I failed. I stopped at this step, I didn't finish whatever. So tracking that is going to be really beneficial for me in the long run. So that's why I wanted a specific goal planner, not just a planner where I could write my goals in it. I wanted something that would track my goals and help me progress through my goals. I hope that makes sense. But I'm going to go check the mail now. Alright, I just checked the mail. So I have my Amazon package. And the craziest thing is that I just checked this package and I got another Amazon package. Long story short, I ordered my budget planner and I ordered the little binder that these pages go in, and then it got lost. It was supposed to be delivered like last Wednesday. So now it's Monday and I think this is what just arrived. So now I have an extra. So I may do an Instagram giveaway. But here is my budget planner. I used the Go Girl budget planner. Actually, let me see. The other budget planner might be a Clever Fox budget planner. So now I'm like, if I have both, I can just compare them. Or I guess I could save one for next year. Oh no, they're both Go Girl budget planners. So I'll probably do an Instagram giveaway. So if you're interested in this, make sure you follow me on Instagram and I'll have more details about that. But I love that it's rose gold. It matches my iPad and my computer case. And I couldn't get a rose gold little binder, but this is the A5 binder that my paper will go inside of. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this now. On the front it has like a magnetic clasp, and I think on the inside you can like put cards in here, I guess, because you're supposed to, I don't know, take this with you. It can go on the go. Don't know how you take this out. Maybe you don't take that out. And you can stick things in here as well. You can put your little pencil in here. I think I got this for like $8 on Amazon, and this was $15 or $16 on Amazon. So not bad. Alright guys, I have my planner assembled, almost said assimilated, but assembled. So I don't have the cute tabs yet, like what you would see in a traditional planner. Another reason why I would just buy one next year. I'm not going to do this again. So it's not separated by month or anything, but I did separate some of the different sheets that are in here. Like these are the extra sheets that I'm just going to fill in as I make more goals. So I have like my goal overview pages, my goal action plans, and then my let's see, my goal action plans, and then my weekly goals here, so you guys can see all of that. But let me show you what's inside this planner. Alright, what you guys are looking at is my bedside desk, which is aka my ironing board, but here's the cover. The first page in here that I wanted was my yearly roadmap, so just mapping out like major goals for each month or things that I wanted to accomplish each month. And then I have my half-year roadmap, so thinking about the first half of the year, and then right after that I caught on and started printing back to the front and back. But I have my quarterly overview. So I told you guys before that I'm doing the bulk of my planning in quarters. So I wanted to really map out quarter one, but just thinking about where I want to be by the halfway mark, making sure that I'm attaining or working towards my goals by December. And then midway through here, you'll see that I have the second half of the year. And then for each month in the quarter, I have the month's focus, action items, and then I date this for each month, and then I can write like daily plans on the monthly calendar. And then at the end of the month, you can review how your month went. So what goals are still in progress, what were some wins, what could have been improved, important learnings, and then what should I do more of next month and what should I do less of, and then like a note section. So you'll see that's the same for every month. I put that in order the same way. And then after the third month, is my second quarterly review, so this will be me getting ready for quarter 2. And I plan to tab them not by month but by quarter, just so it's not 50,000 tabs in this journal. And let's see, once I get through the second quarter, I have my second half year roadmap, so it's from July to December, another quarterly review, etc., etc. So that's pretty standard. And then for the goal overview, basically what it is it's I just list what my goal is and like some steps that I need to take in order to achieve it. Or you could have this be category, so like money, social media, teaching, and then some goals that you want to accomplish there. And then on the back side of all of these pages is a goal tracking sheet, so you like color it in as you make progress towards your goal. So when did you start this goal, when do you want it to be completed by, etc., etc. So I'm going to be filling that out, one, just to get my goals on something, and then this will be my tracker. And once I have that, I'm going to take these sheets out and move them into the month that I'm working on. So each month that's going to kind of move along unless I complete it, and then it won't have to. So once I've done that, then once I've filled out this sheet and filled out what I want my goals to be, I'm gonna make an action plan for each goal. So for every goal, I'm gonna make an action plan, and I want this because the day I started, my deadline, how long it's gonna take me, and then how I plan to achieve the goal. So some actionable steps. So step 1, blank, step 2, blank, and then when they should be completed by, and then some different milestone markers, like what would be a milestone. Say I'm trying to save $10,000. A milestone would be making it to 2,500. Another milestone would be 5,000, and then 7,500, and finally 10,000 or whatever. And you like check those off once you get to those major milestones, and then date you completed. And I love that you can add a reward for yourself. That I am not always intrinsically motivated, but rewards always make me happy. So having a reward for each goal is also something to look forward to. And if I am trying to break these months down into like chunkable pieces that make sense, then I can go daily through the weekly plan and say Monday I'm going to do this. So also I left this part off. So yes, there will be big goals, but there will be some goals that I just want to achieve by month, or depending on what month it is. So with those types of goals, you can use the weekly plan to break that down so that by the end of the month, you know exactly what you're doing and how to achieve that goal. So this is really thorough, which is exactly what I needed because I have lots of goals. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to fill out the entire planner right now, but I'm going to go ahead and make my way through quarter 1. Okay guys, it's been a few hours. A lot has taken place in the last few hours, including that board meeting. Just know it didn't go my way. But there's another board meeting, or like town hall-ish meeting, in about 13 minutes. I'm not completely done with my goal setting just yet, but I do have all my goals for 2021. Of course, new goals will come up as time goes on, which is great because these pages allow me to just keep adding things. But I don't have like step-by-step plan for each goal yet, and I think that's going to take some time. Again, one of my goals of this weekend to try to do all the things is already a little bit too lofty, but I'm going to share what my goals were for each like category of my life. So I broke it up into finances, life, health, business, work/professional, and social media. So I don't know why I counted that way, because that's six different categories. So I'm going to break down what my goals were for each of those categories, and I started to map out one of them, so you can see that it says I want to save $1,500, and I put the little money signs, and then I wrote out my actual steps and my milestones. So I need to do that for a lot of these. Not all of these goals will have like well, they all have actions, but not all of them will be long-term goals that need to be broken down like this. It'll be weekly goals and things like that that I'll just try to keep track of. So without further ado, let's hop on in. So the first category I'm going to go over is going to be my professional goals. That's like my teacher life goals. I don't have many of them, and I don't know what that means for myself. A part of me feels like for a long time I only set professional goals, and I accomplished a lot of those things. Like I already won Teacher of the Year, I've challenged myself in certain things, and not to say that I don't plan to grow. It's just that that isn't necessarily my focus this year, and not even that I don't want to grow, I just don't know where else I need to grow in order to set a goal in that. So I'm going to just continue to do the things I'm doing, like with my math memberships and things like that. So I am consistently still learning, but new things I have on there. This one is one that might shock you, but my first one says change grade levels. I don't know if you guys can read that. If I'm able to achieve that goal, I will go way more into detail, but that's a big goal I have for myself. I would like to change grade levels for the 2021-2022 school year. My other goal is to leave work by 4:30 every day except for Thursdays. A lot of my goals are about balancing all the different aspects of my life, and that only works if I can control my profession or my professional side and keep it contained as much as possible in the time that I'm paid to do that job. So I'm going to try to limit doing work for free when it comes to teaching, and I know that that seems like absurd because teachers are always working for free, but that's a problem in itself. So I'm going to try to do better about that. So another goal tacking on to that is to not check my work email on the weekends. I'm pretty good about that now. I haven't checked my work email all of winter break, but I want to continue that. I don't want there to be any like, oops, well let me check. No, and like professionally, it shouldn't be expected that I check my email before Monday mornings when I get to work. And the last professional goal I have is to lead 2 professional developments at school. I already have one coming up like in 2 days, so that's exciting, but at least 2. I'm used to doing a lot more at my old school, but I'm new to this school, so 2 would be a good starting point and help me get to know people at the school, and hopefully I'm able to achieve that. So those are my professional goals. I'm gonna save finances for last because that's where the doozy goals are, and that's where I need the most support, which is why I have a budget planner, a whole planner for just that aspect of my goals. The next thing I will go into is my social media goals. So for social media, I consider social media like YouTube, of course Instagram. I don't have any Facebook goals. I already have a lot going on social media wise, and Facebook's something that if it happens, it happens, but I'm not going to invest a lot of time in that, not because it's not beneficial or lucrative or whatever, mostly because I can only do but so much. So I'm just gonna go in a random order. So my first goal is to have at least 2 YouTube videos per month. For people that do YouTube full-time, or like that's their main social media, that probably seems like nothing, but I'm also trying to balance a blog. So vlogging and blogging both take a sufficient amount of time on top of teaching, teachers pay teachers, etc. So I'm trying to do that at least every other Sunday. So if you're sticking around with me, all my videos should hopefully be posted every other Sunday. I know that this one won't be posted on a Sunday, but all the other ones will. I want to consistently post on Instagram. I already showed you guys how I do my content calendar. I don't really have an issue with that. I just want that to continue. I try to post daily on Instagram. That is my goal. It's not really a goal that I have written down, but that's something that I work to achieve, which is why I plan out my content. So each day I am posting and just active on there. I do have a Twitter. It's called Art of Phonology. There's no the at the beginning, and I never post. So a goal that I have for Twitter is to post at least once a week. And for Pinterest, Pinterest is like scary. Pinterest was a lot of fun for me in college. Like that was before Teachergram was a thing, so I got all my teaching ideas from Pinterest. But now that I'm needing to use this for business and things like that, it's really weird to navigate and build. But I want to pin at least once a week, starting in June, or by the end of June, I should be pinning at least once a week. And I want to have 5,000 subscribers on the Art of Phonology. I want to have 35,000 followers on Instagram. Those numbers sound insane, but we'll see how this goes. I will be doing a check-in video in December to see how if I met these goals or not, but I think those are all attainable. And I want 500 followers on Pinterest. So those are my social media goals. 35,000 followers sounds like so much, but I'm at 21.4 right now, so I think I can make it happen. I really want to achieve all these goals. I have like 36 goals or so, and that seems like a ton, but I feel like all of these things are attainable just thinking about how goals work, and there's different aspects of life. Some goals are big, some goals are small, but anyway, that's social media. So now I'm going to jump into the business side of things. So when I say business, I'm talking about the Art of Phonology social media wise is kind of like a business. Like I make money from that, but my business would be my Teachers Pay Teachers and my blog, email list, things like that. So I have a goal of writing at least 2 blog posts a month. So like I said before, the Sundays that I'm not YouTubing or putting out a new video, I'm going to be putting out a new blog post to always be putting something out on either or. I want to have 20 new Teachers Pay Teachers products uploaded or for sale by the end of the year. So I think I have like 16 TPT products right now. So I want 20 new products in my TPT store. So I should have over 25 products. Just kidding. I should have over 35 products by the end of 2021. I want to send weekly emails by the end of the year. So I have email subscribers. I have like over 7,000, but I never send them emails. So I want to start doing that. But that's going to be slow. I just started to even get all of that email stuff together. So by the end of the year, by June 2021, I want to be sending them weekly, but at least for the first quarter of the year, I want to just send at least 2 a month. I want to finish my Casey Morris Make Your Mark course, because that's $50 a month, and that's $50 I could be saving if I just work through the course. And the whole point of me taking the course is to make more money with my teacher business. So once I finish that, I'll have all the tools and tricks I need to better prepare me or help me make the most money I can with my business. Another business goal, sorry, some like squirrel moment, I got distracted. Another business goal is to utilize Pinterest to support my business through my blog posts. Maybe I'll share a little bit more about this later, but Pinterest does a lot better when you pin from a blog post than when you pin from Teachers Pay Teachers. Pinterest likes that. Whoever the gods that be on Pinterest like that a lot more, so they'll push your pin more, which leads to more sales, etc., etc., and more traffic to your blog. And if you're using ads, then you can get more money. And yeah, obviously, I've tried to figure out all the ways that you can make more money as a teacher, because we know that teaching is not super lucrative. And you'll see why I'm trying to make more money when you hear another one of my goals. So we've gone through 3 categories so far. We did social media, professional, and business. The next goal section of my life is like just basic life goals. So this year, my biggest life goal is going to be to buy a house. Yeah, I would like to buy my first home. I'll be doing that with Destin. Not going to tell you where just yet, because we just can't share that yet. But we plan to buy a house, so that's really big, which is also why I have some of the goals that I have. I want to finish 1 physical book and 1 audiobook per quarter. So like 2 books per quarter. And for the people that read avidly, you're like 1 book every 3 months. Like, that's totally doable. And I feel like that's obnoxious. By the end of it, I'm just reading 4 physical books, but I just never seem to have time to read. I buy all these books and I never have time to read them, or I'll start them and never finish. So this seems like a very low goal, but I'm already not achieving that. So that's something to work towards. I want to go on 2 vacations with my boyfriend, Destin, this year. I want to journal or read at least 3 times a week. I've been doing really good about that, but it's also the beginning of the year, so it's so easy to work on all your goals, especially before you go back to work. But I've been journaling every single day and reading every single day, so that's been nice. And yeah, that's all I have for my life goals. Again, like with the life goals, things could be added all the time. And I have like all the paperwork I need to, not paperwork, but like I can track that and work towards that as those goals come up. The next thing is health goals. I'm not the healthiest person. Like, I never work out anymore. I used to go to Pure Barre avidly and I was pretty toned, but I've lost that in 2020. Like, my motivation just like declined so much. So by the time school started, I wasn't even really exercising at all. So I did sign up for Beachbody last year, and I started like the bar program because Pure Barre is too expensive to be doing Pure Barre from my house when Beachbody is like a third of the cost or less. So I have a goal of completing 3 Beachbody workout programs throughout the year. And if you're familiar with Beachbody, you know they have like all the different programs. So the one I'm working on now is their bar program. That's 8 weeks, but they have some that are for like 100 days and things like that. Don't know if I'm ready for all that yet, but I want to do at least 3 by the end of the year. And even if I'm not working on one of those 3 programs in the moment, I want to be at least working out 3 days a week, which I think is doable. That was my goal last year and I didn't do it, so we'll see. I want to cook dinner at least twice a week. Didn't do that today. My boyfriend sent me dinner, so that's a fail. Pack lunch for school. I should be able to do that as long as I make it to the grocery store. And eat out no more than twice a week. So I'm already eating out my one of my times, so that one's gonna be the hardest. I eat out almost every single day, and hopefully Starbucks doesn't count as eating out. But once I make my financial goals, like in my budget planner, I think I'm like the Starbucks might be over, and that's depressing. All right, so now we are in the last category, which is my financial goals. Some of these things may shock you, and yeah, that's okay. So my first financial goal is so puny to some people, but very big to me, because sadly I do not have savings. I'm so irresponsible. I have lots of clothes, but I don't have savings. So I just want to save at least $1,500. That's very doable. Of course I could do more than that, but that's like my base. So that's what I would like to save. I want to pay off one of my major credit cards. I have 2 credit cards, so I want to pay off one completely by the end of the year. I would like to make at least $500 a month on TPT, so that's $6,000 for the year. That fluctuates for me. I can make a pretty sufficient, like if I don't make $500 a month, I make close to $500 a month so far, and I've had months where I've made like $1,300. So that goal might bump up to like $1,000. We'll see how the first quarter of the year goes. But I want to make at least $6,000, and I'm hoping by June I can bump up that goal to $10,000 this year from Teachers Pay Teachers. And I would like to make at least $8,000 from sponsored content for Instagram. So last year in 2020, I made about $5,000. Well, a little over $5,000 just doing influencer-y things. And I didn't get my first sponsored post until April of 2020. So I'm hoping that now that I have a whole year, a bigger audience, that I can make I really want $10,000. I think that's doable, but I'm gonna be really bummed if I don't make that goal and I'm like at 9,400 or something. So we're gonna start at 8,000 and hopefully I can surpass that and get 10,000 because that would make me very happy. Another financial goal I have for 2021 is to monetize my blog. Don't even really know what that means. I know you can do things with Google AdSense and things like that, so I need to research that and figure out how to make money on that. I'm not even gonna set, like, most goals should be measurable. That's why you hear me say like specific amounts and when I want them done, like June 2021 or whatever else. But I don't know what traffic is like. I don't know what that whole system of monetizing a blog looks like or means. So I can't really set a financial goal just yet. Oh, I have a financial goal, which is to make money, but that could be 30 cents or that could be like, I don't know, $500. I truly don't know. A goal that I forgot to write down, but I'm gonna write down now, is I also would like to make $500 from affiliate links on Amazon. That's another one I might revisit after quarter 2 just to see if that's too low, and if it is, I'll bump it up. But if not, then I'll keep it right where it is. But make $500 from Amazon affiliate links. And I need to also work more on my like to know it too. I started my Amazon affiliate program I think the end of November, beginning of December, and I made like $37. So 500 maybe doable. We'll see. I don't know. I also like to monetize this channel. So we've monetized the Edgy Couple or the Keanna and Dustin YouTube channel, but I am far from that here. So I would love, like, if I get my 5,000 subscribers, keep posting consistently. I'm hoping to monetize this channel, and once I meet that goal, then, well, I said I want to monetize this channel by June 2021. And once I meet that goal, hopefully by June 2021, I'll set a goal for how much I would like to make from YouTube on this channel. I would like to pay financially, I would like to pay for no more than 4 subscriptions by the end of the year. So like my Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, what am I forgetting? HBO Max. That's just like channel subscriptions. And then there's like the Canva and the Clean Your MacBook and all the other things that you pay for monthly. Like, I want to pay for no more than 4. So some things are going to have to go. I spend a lot of money on subscriptions. And my last financial goal of 2021 is to pay off my car by June 2021. I only have 5 more payments on my car and it'll be paid off, so that goal should be pretty easy to do. Those are all of my goals for 2021. It seems like a lot, but like I said, I really feel confident about it. I feel like they're doable, and they're all in different aspects of life, and we achieve so much throughout the year that I think we don't think about anyway. So seeing it written down can seem like a lot, but we work towards these things almost daily. So now that I have a plan for working towards those things, I'm hoping to be more intentional about my actions this year and make some things happen. And this is not my year that everything's going to take off, but I think that if I can achieve all of this, that builds a solid foundation for things to come in my future. So I'm really, really excited about 2021. Not really excited about going back to work tomorrow, but try not to think about it. But let me know if this video helped you at all, if you are, how you're planning for your goals. Do you have a goal journal? Do you put these things in your planner? Did this spark any ideas for you, or do you have any other ideas, maybe some things that I left off or some different ways that you plan? Please let me know in the comments. I really am trying to be super intentional about this year, so any tips, advice, help, anything like that, I'm all for it. But as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate all of that. I'm so excited to grow with you guys in 2021 and see where this channel goes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy New Year!